Ladies and gentlemen, and now it's Tuesday afternoon, late afternoon, and our last interview for today, but special company, very good silver company out of Mexico. With me here is Aurcana Corporation and Lenic Rodriguez. He's the president and CEO of the company. And the company had, I would call it a very interesting year 2013, and we want to talk about it as we met Lenic the last time in January at the Cambridge House show in Vancouver. Lenic, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for having me, Johan. Appreciate it.
Definitely, thank you. Well, I just said it last time, January, we were speaking about Aurcana, and you had a very tough year, I would call it on the one side, but on the other side also a challenging year, and I think you are coming through it, right? So maybe give us a short introduction, what happened and what is going on.
Sure. Look, what happened was in late 2012, we managed to restart the mill, and that mill unfortunately failed again around January, middle of January. Reason for that was some of the equipment was very old, like the filter presses were 70 years old.
Oh, 70?
70.
Oh, Jesus.
So that was something that we did not want it, but did happen. Anyways, by March, the new team that we had put in Shafter, which included a PhD engineer, put a plan into operation. Mm-hmm. That plan is carrying on. Mm-hmm. Included, of course, reinstalling new equipment like the filter presses, learning how to really run the Merrill-Crowe process, the CCD circuits, etc. And 90% of it, I would say, it's now done. Mm-hmm. In this month, we're expecting to have the last part, the ball gear and the pinion gear for the ball mill. Should be here in about 2 weeks, as well as the retort and the refinery. Those are some of the key pieces that we need for this equipment to operate properly. Mm-hmm. So we definitely expect to have, for the first time, a fully functioning plant by before the end of the year.
Very good.
Okay, so that should make a difference next year on this mine, which is really a wonderful deposit.
Mm-hmm. So I presume, as you said it, you will have for the first time a real functioning new plant. I'm sure this has some impact on the cost side, hasn't it?
Well, just the elements that were not considered was the CCD circuit. So altogether costs about $15 to $18 million additional. But of course we have managed to close very substantial financing for $50 million from Orion, and that's unsecured, and that allows to complete what we need to complete at Shafter and restart the mining as well. Mm-hmm. So
okay, well that's perfect, because if somebody lends you that amount of money, there must be a lot of trust if it's unsecured.
Well, definitely.
So they did some due diligence, I presume.
They did a lot of due diligence.
What can you say about the production cost, all-in production cost here? Because I'm sure now with the new equipment, they should go down.
Oh yes, of course. Let me tell you that we are a low-cost producer at La Negra. La Negra has a cost per ounce of under $8.
Mm-hmm. Is it all in or cash cost?
All in.
Really all in?
Really all in.
Before nothing?
Yeah, no, it's about $8 per ounce. At Shafter should be a little bit higher. Mm-hmm. Shafter is just pure silver deposit, and should be around, altogether between the two mines, around $10. Okay,
but that's anyway nice at these levels.
Oh yeah, it's very. We'll have two very profitable mines. La Negra has been profitable since May of 2009. Mm-hmm. Our mining operations are profitable. There's no question about it.
That's very important.
And we expect Shafter also to be quite profitable. It's a high-grade silver deposit, and in mining, grade is king. So we'll have 8 to 10 ounces silver at the Shafter deposit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what is the recovery?
The recoveries have been increasing substantially since the beginning of the year. They were very low. I can say we're about 14%, very low. Now we are around 56%.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, but that should increase to about 80% once the CC circuit is in production. That should be around March or April. Is the last piece that won't be fully functional until that first quarter of this next year.
Okay, so can you give for our viewers a production projection for 2014? What do you think you can or you may achieve?
Well, I think that we're going to have a banner year for Aurcana in 2014 for several reasons. First of all, we will have stabilized the production at La Negra at 3,000 tons per day, and we will increase the grade of silver that goes into the head for 2014. That's going to allow us to very substantially increase the production at La Negra. On top of that, we will start producing now from Shafter in first quarter of 2014, early January, put it that way. And this banner year will see us surpass for the first time, and we've been trying to achieve this for several years now, the threshold of 5 million ounces silver equivalent. That really puts you with the intermediate silver producers. But I think we're going to do more than that. I think we're going to at least double our production in 2014, and finally we'll show the market what we can do, and that we can do it again.
Okay, so double the production in million ounces. What would it be? Would it be for 2014?
In million ounces would be over 6 million ounces silver equivalent, which is very substantial. We will be surpassing some of our peers, and you have to take into account that we've been so badly penalized by the marketplace that today's share price is the share price that Aurcana had when we had just acquired La Negra, and La Negra was not in production.
Yeah, so it's the same today.
It's the same today. So
markets are crazy sometimes.
It's crazy, and I just have to say that this is a wonderful opportunity for the new buyers. Our current shareholders that have been with us, well, hold on, because I think they're going to recover, as I hope I will recover as well. But I have to say something. In investing, it's very difficult to sell when prices are going up.
That's right.
And very difficult to buy when prices are going down.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But that's
nobody has the courage.
Exactly, nobody has the courage. But really, that's what you have to do to make money. Yeah. And this is back to the future. Yeah. We are where we were in share price 6 years ago. Yeah. And my hope is that we will repeat that very substantial increase in our share price.
I believe that.
We will show the market that we can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you deliver really what you said today, I'm absolutely sure that the share price will appreciate it.
Me too.
I'm sure about that. One last question. Let's hope everything goes the way you want it. You produce this, and you produce it 2015, you move on, you grow. What's about dividend for shareholders? Have you thought about that?
We expect to have very substantial free cash flows being generated by Aurcana next year. And that is a question that we considered about a year ago when prices were a lot better. So that's a question that we will be thinking about again. But in time, not really right now.
Yeah, of
Our
course.
focus now is just to put Shafter into operation that way it should be operating, and we expect to have it at 1,500 tons per day by the middle of next year.
Perfect. No, also you have to pay some debt first back, but I think, is it maybe reasonable to talk about a dividend like 2015-16? Could be an idea?
Well, it's possible. It's possible.
And assume silver prices will go higher.
Well, that would really help as well. But we can make money with the prices that we've been making money at these prices.
You have a great margin. That's no question.
Yeah,
absolutely. Great. Hey, Lenic, thank you very much. This sounds much better than we saw this year, and you are coming over the challenges. You made it. You managed the problems, I would say.
Definitely.
And all the best for you, and so we hope we have maybe in 2 years Christmas time a nice present for the shareholders called dividend.
I hope so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jochen.
Lenic,
appreciate it.
Me too. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. That was Lenic Rodriguez, the president and CEO of Aurcana. And yeah, it's a silver production, a little bit of gold byproduct, of course. And they are coming over the challenges, they are coming over the problems, they solved it, and for next year he promised 6 million ounces of equivalent production. Of course, that's an estimate, that's for sure. We can't take it for granted, but I think it's a reasonable number, and they will make money, and that's a very positive status. So watch out for the company, make your due diligence, inform yourself. Thanks for watching Commodity TV. Bye-bye.